Was sollen wir als nächstes gucken? Stupid Chains of Rapper. Stupidly expensive Chains of Rappers. Ich glaube, da gehen wir nochmal rein zum Ende hin.
Flexing their new wealth is with an iced out chain. And ever since Lil Uzi started blowing up back in 2016, he's been on the rise.
Da habe ich auch, finde ich eigentlich immer gut. Ashraf hat den auch, diesen Chanel-Gürtel. Nicht viele können ihn tragen, aber ich finde ihn eigentlich ganz nice.
Some of the most ridiculous pendants in the game. One of which being a spike chain complete with a recreation of Marilyn Manson as the pendant. This piece features Marilyn Manson wearing Mickey Mouse ears and is by far one of the most unique chains out there. Being made up of over 60.
Heftig gemacht, sehr, sehr schöne Arbeit. Tolle Arbeit. Tolle Arbeit.
1,000 diamonds in total. This piece was designed by celebrity jeweler Ben Baller and reportedly cost Uzi a whopping $220,000, with the labor alone being around $50,000.
Wow! Okay, aber krasser Look. Krasser Look.
It's pretty well known that Uzi's a big fan of Marilyn Manson, so it's not that surprising to see one of his most expensive pieces of jewelry being dedicated to the rock star. But Lil Uzi's ice collection doesn't end with Marilyn Manson either. In 2018, Uzi had another incredible chain made for him to wear while attending the Grammys. This custom piece was a 60-carat upside-down cross covered in gold and diamond vines. The ridiculous pendant hung from an 80-carat diamond chain. Uzi reportedly had the piece started 3 months prior to the Grammys, and he dropped nearly $350,000 in total for the full piece. Back in 2017, 21 Savage saw a lot of success with his critically acclaimed debut album, Issa, which peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200. With the incredible amount of success 21 had that year, definitely came a lot of dough, and he made sure to show it by copying some of the most ridiculous chains that year. Starting off with a crazy chain that depicts a likeness of his own face on the front, iced out with hundreds of VVS.
Ja, nice. Guck mal, die Augenbrauen sind aus schwarzen Diamanten und hier hat er grüne Emaille einarbeiten lassen. Dann hier noch ein paar pinke Saphire plus die Zähne aus Gold. Wahnsinn, was für ein Video. Tolle, also wirklich Wahnsinn.
Great natural white diamonds. Flip it over and there's a recreation of the iconic horror villain Jason. This piece is insane.
Das ist mal sehr kreativ. Also ich weiß nicht, ob es ihm eingefallen ist, aber damit muss man erstmal um die Ecke kommen.
And it features some incredible details. It reportedly cost 21 $125,000 to cop.
Das ist natürlich absurd teuer und total überteuert, aber gut.
Chain, based on this incredible design, is more than likely worth it. But that wasn't the only piece of jewelry that 21 copped in 2017 off the back of his success. He also had this insane Slaughter Gang chain put together. This piece features white gold and hundreds of diamonds, depicting 3 Jason masks and the word Slaughter Gang. This impressive piece's price was not revealed publicly, so we can only speculate how much 21 may have dropped in this piece. But with it being a custom piece and with such fine details and high quality materials, one could assume it cost him upwards of $50,000, probably.
Die Preise sind wirklich für solche Anhänger in der Größe, es ist wirklich viel zu viel.
A lot more. Now, Waka Flocka's not out here popping like he was in the early 2010s, but regardless, he still has some of the most ridiculous and unique chains rap has ever seen. Being in the rap game for over 10 years means Waka's managed to pile up a stat.
Was wäre das Maximum, was du für eine Uhr ausgeben würdest? Da gibt es eigentlich kein Limit, ne? Wenn es eine besondere Uhr ist. Also, das ist ja mehr so eine Frage, ob man die Uhr bekommt. Ne? Und also, ja.
Of some of the most expensive chains out there. Flocka said he's lost a lot of his jewelry throughout the years, and he claims that throughout his career, he's dropped somewhere around $2.5 million on jewelry, including rings, chains, and pendants. One of his most well-known chains is a recreation of Fozzie Bear from the Muppets, a chain that he claims cost him $120,000. And Flocka credits Fozzie Bear for his name, so I guess it makes sense that he dedicated one of his most expensive pieces of jewelry to the famous Muppet. However, his chain collection doesn't stop there. Flocka also had another cartoon character-inspired pendant. This one of the Looney Tunes Rooster, Foghorn, Leghorn. He claims this piece ran him upwards of $80,000, and it's no surprise.
Ah, mit Rubinen hat er den noch gemacht.
This pendant is massive. It is fully decked.
Boah, Alter, was ist das denn für eine Uhr? Alter, wie groß ist denn bitte der Anhänger?
Decked out with various types of gems. He said he chose this piece because of its enormous size and his ability to stand out from the rest anytime he wore it. Now, Gucci's always been known to have some of the nicest jewelry out there.
Da sehen wir wirklich, was möglich ist. Ne? Gucci Mane ist einer der, wissen wir alle schon, die den Stream länger verfolgen, einer der das Ganze am ernsten nimmt, ne?
And this piece that he had put together in 2017 is no exception to that rule. Designed by Gucci himself, the chain that he showed up on Instagram back when he received the finished product depicts 2 diamond panthers, who have 3 diamonds in each of their mouths. Reportedly, there's 1,800 diamonds in the panthers alone and 2,800 more in the chain itself, totaling to 165 carats. And this piece is definitely one of the most iced out on this list, and it cost Gucci around $500,000 for the incredible chain. Now, it should surprise no one that Drake has spent a lot of money on chains, considering how long he spent at the top of his game. With the amount of ridiculous chains that Drake has had made for him over the years, literally this whole video could be about him. But for now, we'll stick to some of the crazier chains. Starting off with this incredible Stone Island chain that he had made for him by Ben Baller in 2017.
Habe ich noch nie gesehen. Habe ich noch nie gesehen, die Kette.
Considering Drake is a huge fan of the Stone Island brand, it's only a matter of time before he cashed out on something dedicated to them. And with this chain, he cashed out $100,000. The pendant is made up of green and canary yellow diamonds and 880 grams of gold. And the chain it hangs from is diamond encrusted. But Drake's collection would never be complete without a piece dedicated to his OVO Sound record label. And the chain he had made for it topped everyone's expectations. The piece itself reportedly cost Drake $120,000, and that was worth every penny. Being made up of over 100 carats of flawless
Einfach die ganze Hand. Einfach die ganze Hand.
Asher and white diamonds set into white gold. According to the jeweler, this piece was put together in 6 weeks and was delivered to Drake via plane in a custom birdcage. The birdcage even required his own seat on the plane due to his size. And more recently, in 2019, Drake showed off a massive chain depicting the Young Money logo on his Instagram. The YN pendant is, according to the designer Jason Arashpin, made up of 6.5 carats of flawless white diamonds and over half a kilo of gold. It reportedly took over 3 weeks to make and was put together by jewelers who have over 100 years of combined experience working with jewelry. While we have no information on how much it cost, it's surely got to be in the 6-figure range considering the quality of the piece and how much labor went into its creation. Next we got Lil Yachty, who's been kind of quiet recently, but he's still got one of the most...
Haben wir auch letztens ein Video von ihm geguckt. Ganz cooler Dude.
Ridiculous custom chains in the game. This first piece, which depicts a spinning globe with the words Yachty's World surrounding it, actually has a pretty interesting story behind it. The chain was originally made for Cameron back in the early 2000s, and the words around it originally read Killa Cam Harlem World. Cameron at some point traded the chain in for more jewelry, and in 2018 it landed in Yachty's hand. The chain is made up of 150 carats of diamonds and is reportedly worth $250,000. However, this isn't Lil Boat's only chain. Back in 2017, Yachty caught the fresh piece that's a recreation of a fisheye lens photo of himself. The photo itself was actually taken at the jewelry store, and that would eventually put the piece together for him. That chain ran Yachty a total of $150,000, and
die meisten Pieces habe ich schon mal gesehen von ihm.
It took over a month to make. It's made up of over 100 carats of diamonds that reportedly had to be sourced out because they're 100% natural, meaning the colorful diamonds used to create Yachty's teeth and hair were not artificially colored, which may have contributed to that steep price tag. All in all, this piece is incredibly detailed. It's definitely one of the more interesting chains on this list. Hey yo dog, if you're not clicking on this video on the screen, bro, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Das ist coole Abmoderation. Muss ich sagen, sehr, sehr spannendes Video, weil das ist nicht schlecht. Da kommen auf jeden Fall noch ein paar von diesem Channel.